Hey guys, Pastor D here. Just want to welcome you to our youth training video. It's so awesome that we're finally getting this rolling and coming alongside you as a leader to understand, to know, and to be ready to serve our junior high and high school leaders. If you're just joining us for the first time, maybe you're barely getting involved in ministry, or whether you've been in ministry for a while, I want to thank you so much for your service. Thank you for coming alongside these kids week in and week out. Thank you for taking the step of faith to even considering whether or not this is the ministry that God's calling you to. It's a huge sacrifice, and we understand that sacrifice here at Montebello. So thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing what God's going to do in you and through you. Now, some people ask us, hey man, what's the vision with youth ministry? What are we trying to do? What are we trying to accomplish? What are we doing here? Well, we come alongside the parents in helping train their sons or daughters in the ways of the Lord. And so doing this, we do this in three simple ways: loving on them, leading them, and feeding them. Where does that come from? Well, we know that Jesus says in John chapter 15, he says, "This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you." That's our goal. That's our mission. With every single junior hire that walks through those doors, we want to love on them. Whether they're standing by themselves and we go and we talk to them, or whether it's sitting there and listening to a kid pour out his heart for 15 minutes, we're coming and we're showing these kids the attention that some of them don't get at home, at school, with their peers, with their family, to love on them. The Bible says, or Paul said in 1 Corinthians 13, what love is, right? Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy. It does not rejoice in iniquity, but it rejoices in the truth. And he finishes off that little statement by saying this: love never fails. It's our goal, to love on them, to lead them. In 2 Corinthians chapter 5, we see Paul, and Paul says, hey, now we have received the ministry of reconciliation, reconciling people to Christ, right? And so we see that that's our goal. In every conversation, in every event, in every Bible study, in everything that we're doing here, our goal is to lead kids back to Christ. Whether that means praying for them, whether that means giving them counsel through the Word of God, whatever that is, we're looking to lead them to the Lord and not to anything else, right? Our third one, to feed them. We see in John chapter 20, that Peter has this conversation with the Lord right there on the lakeside, right? He's having this intimate conversation, and Jesus asks him this question. He says, hey Peter, do you love me more than these? And he says, of course, Lord, of course I love you more than these. And then he says this, he says, then feed my lambs. That's what we're doing. We're feeding the kids. Our goal is to feed them the Word of God, to teach them the Bible, book by book, chapter by chapter, verse by verse, that they may grow and become dependent on the Word of God for all of their needs, for everything that they're going through in their lives, because we know that the Bible has the answers for them. And that's our mission: to love, lead, and to feed these kids. And so I pray that as you come alongside and you jump into this ministry to serve, that you would pray and the Lord would give you a vision on how to accomplish that for you personally. God bless you guys, and we hope that the rest of this training video would help encourage you and equip you to be able to be the best servant you can in this ministry that you're called to. Love you. God bless.